Hey, welcome back.
So as you all know, lighting is the most important aspect when it comes to photography. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about natural light versus artificial light.
We are back. This is chef and food stylist Payal Gupta.
And I am Aditya Sapre, a professional photographer.
Now, in my professional life, I have observed how lighting actually enhances the quality of an image and breathes life into it. And I'm so excited that today Aditya is going to be sharing some hacks about lighting and also be talking about artificial and natural light.
So you must have noticed many photographers, they either stick to only natural light or they stick to only artificial light. But here today in Styling Lane Studio, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of both the artificial light as well as the natural light, so that you can take informed decision about which lighting setup to go for.
So what are we waiting for?
Let's get started. So we'll be doing our first setup in natural light. You can see my shoot table is already ready, which I kept just next to a big window. There is plenty of light falling on my food. Just a minute, where is my food? So we are going to shoot an Indian dessert called Shrikhand. But before we shoot in the natural light, there are a few things that we need to keep in mind. The first thing, that is the direction of the light. The direction of the light matters a lot. Now let me explain you. Now where I am standing, the light is coming from my right. So I can either choose to shoot it from this angle, or I can keep my camera here and shoot it just opposite to the direction of the light. In both the cases, the image will be completely different. The image that you can see on the screen right now was clicked by keeping my camera here where I am standing right now, where the light is coming from the right hand side. You can see it has a lot of colors. The overall image looks very vibrant. But in the second image, I kept my camera here that is opposite direction of the light. You can see a lot of details in texture, but the colors are missing slightly. The second most important point when it comes to shooting in natural light is the time of the day. Time of the day matters a lot. The ideal time to shoot in natural light is usually between morning 8 to evening 5 o'clock. Avoid shooting post 5 o'clock because the light will start reducing, and ultimately you need to boost up the ISO to get correct exposure. And boosting the ISO means bringing a lot of noise in the picture, which we need to avoid at any cost. The third most important thing when it comes to shooting in natural light is the weather conditions. Yes, weather conditions matters a lot. It could be a sunny day or it could be a cloudy day. On a sunny day, you get very bright light and it creates hard shadows. On a cloudy day, the light is diffuse, so the shadows are very softer. So the result in the picture will be completely different. So depending upon the time of the day and the weather conditions, the light will be constantly changing. The temperature will be different, the tint will be different. So you need to set up your white balance every time when you go out and shoot in natural light. So let's start setting up the table for the natural light shoot. See guys, the shot is already ready. We have set the composition and the food is really beautifully styled by Payal. This is how my food shot looks from the camera. But I find one side of the food is a bit bright and the other side is in the darker zone. So what I'll do here, I'll bring in reflector to bring more details in the shadow areas. Okay, I think it's now well balanced. The shadows are having more details, but I feel I can make it even more softer. So let's bring the diffuser. Much softer and the light is evenly spread out throughout the image. Let's have our final shot. So we are on the second scenario where we are going to shoot food in artificial light. Now everything else is going to remain the same on the set except the fact that the source of the light is going to be artificial. Unlike natural light where there is no control over the direction of the light, the artificial light gives us full freedom. I can place the light in whichever direction I want. I can also adjust the height of the light. The artificial light will always have the same temperature, so you don't need to adjust your white balance every time you are deciding to shoot in artificial light. I'm going to use Elinchrome's FRX 400 as my artificial light source, which I have been using for a very long time. I have mounted 1x1 light modifier on top of it. I chose this modifier because of its large size. The larger the size of the light source, softer will be the shadows. my current light setup, I find the shadows a bit longer. So to overcome that problem, I'm going to adjust the height of the light. I'll take it slightly up so that the shadows become shorter. So I almost got my shot, but I still find the shadows a bit darker. You can see that black line throughout the frame. I'll push in the reflector so that I'll get more light in the frame. Now you can see two images on the screen. One was shot in natural light and the other one was shot with artificial lights. So to conclude, let's talk about the pros and cons of artificial light versus the natural light. The biggest benefit of natural light is that it's free of cost. You don't need to spend a single penny over it. So you can right now go away and start shooting your food pictures. But at the same time, the biggest con is that it is inconsistent. Whereas artificial light comes with a price tag, but at the same time it gives you full control over it. So based on the knowledge that we just shared, you can take your decision whether to shoot in natural light or in artificial light.
I totally loved all the tips shared by Aditya, and I hope that these lighting tips help you to enhance your food photography skills. Till we meet next time for another delicious episode on Styling Lens, do remember to keep clicking pictures and enhancing your food styling and food photography skills.
And in case if you are not subscribed to our channel, hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get all the updates on Styling Lens.
And do remember to like, share and comment on our videos. Bye-bye.